What is the best private loan lender for student loans? That is a great question. Let's talk about it. In case you're new here, hi, I'm Katie, your college big sister here to help you navigate the college crazies, something we were not taught how to do in school. So, I received this question, and I'm hoping to try to help them answer it today. So, this is the time of year where, you get that semester bill after registering for classes, things get real, you realize, oh my gosh, I have to adult now, this is insane, and the financial portion really gets real in terms of college, and this can be a very scary time. So I want to let you know you are asking all the right questions right now. This is definitely something you should be thinking about, and since we are in late June, you still have plenty of time to get a plan of action going, and I'm here to help you out. So before we talk about specific private loans, like specific lenders and stuff, I want to go through sort of my multi-step plan of how I would advise someone to try to pay for college, just because I want to make a couple of points that I think will be really helpful. So of course, I preach this at this point, you always want to try to maximize any type of scholarship or grants that you receive from your college, from different organizations, etc. I'm assuming if you're at this point, maybe you didn't get enough to cover everything, whatever, but I always say scholarships and grants first, then you want to go to looking at your family budget. So do you have a college fund? How much is in it? How much can be allocated per year for college expenses? Do you have a job? Can you be making contributions while you are in college? All of these things you should also be thinking about. If we get to a point where we've exhausted all those options and we need to go for loans, I always say first to go through the federal loans, federal subsidized and federal unsubsidized. I've made a couple other videos talking about the benefits of those. Go watch those for more information. The third thing I want to talk to you about, because I don't know if I've posted this video yet actually, can't remember, but I want to talk about the Parent Plus loans. So, not sure if you know these exist or not. Some students do, some students don't. But these are another type of federal loan, so it's through the federal government. And what makes this different is it's taken out through the student and the parent's name jointly. And so it does require the parent or guardian to have a credit check prior to taking these loans out. The good thing about this is, like, let's say you've maxed out the federal subsidized and federal unsubsidized, and let's say you have like $10,000 left in your student account for the semester. There's no limit to how much you can take out with these loans, so that can take it all away. Not take it all away, but it can cover it, basically. And again, I have another video about this. I'm going to talk about like the benefits. I'm just kind of sharing quick options for you. So one other thing, I want to just plant a seed. You might not like the sound of this, but I want you to sort of just take a look at your situation, right? I don't know your financial situation. I don't know if you are living on your own. I don't know if you have parents that are helping you, parents or guardians that are helping you contribute to paying for college. I don't know your situation, but something I did that I'm really grateful for, I went to community college first, and then I am transferring to university. That is an option. I always recommend students do that, just because you can save thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars doing that. I know the university experience is great. I'm excited for it for myself, but I just want to put that out there that it is an option. Second, maybe things just aren't feasible right now, and maybe you could work for a couple years and then go to college. You would be surprised how many students, like the age demographics of students at college, like there are 40-year-olds that are going to college for the first time. There are 19-year-olds, of course. There are 22-year-olds that are going to college for the first time. 35-year-olds. So if you want to do that, maybe if you want to work a little bit, if you want to save some money, set more aside so you can try to avoid more of the loan aspect, you're not going to look like a weirdo on campus. There are so many different types of people of all walks of life, of all ages, so I just want to put that out there. That could be an option, depending on if your financial situation might improve in a couple of years. Just putting that out there. Now, in terms of private loans, I think what makes these so hectic is if you go to a private loan lender they hold all the power, right? You are going to them because you need to utilize a resource that they have. They know that. And so they are going to completely take advantage of the situation. So in terms of like the interest rates of private loans, this is going to be the number one thing you kind of want to look at when comparing lenders. I can't say that, matter of factly, that private loans are always going to be a higher interest rate than federal loans. But a lot of times, like, I'm looking at a website, I'm going to link, I have a couple websites I'm going to link in the comments for you to look at. Like, I'm looking at this one website and it's comparing the loans, and it has like a fixed APR 3.2% up to 17.99%. The likeliness of you getting that 3.24% is ungodly. Like, it's never going to happen. It depends on your credit history. So a lot of times, if you are an incoming freshman, maybe you have had a job or you haven't, or you just haven't had the time to build up enough credit, you're going to need a cosigner. And so that depends on like your parent or guardian's credit history. Sometimes theirs isn't the greatest. It can be a whole situation, so that can also increase the interest rate. There's also just a lot of lack of flexibility with repayment options. There's no loan forgiveness options like there are with federal student loans. And there's really no like, oh, I'm having a hard time after graduation, can I get a deferment? No. So that's what makes them really tricky, is because they hold all the power, they know it, and they're going to take advantage of the situation. Whew. Okay, so in terms of specific lenders, I do not feel comfortable recommending a specific lender to you just because I don't know your specific situation. What I can tell you is, again, look at the interest rates, look at their repayment options, see if you can, they have options to be able to like pay off interest only while you're in school, because maybe you can get an on-campus job or something and you can pay off that much, things like that. I'm also going to link another article I found. It's sort of comparing federal versus private student loans. You know, it's called "Are Private Loans Really That Bad?" And so it kind of goes through some like misconceptions and basically helps you learn about the different types of private loans, the differences between federal and private, and gives you like a better idea of how to choose, like go step by step of how to choose a private loan. So again, I wish I could just send you in a direction of like, go to Golden Standard Student Loans and you will be great. I wish I had a direct answer for you. I wish it was that easy, but if there was this golden standard of private loan lenders that offered like a 9% interest rate with flexible repayment options, and the interest didn't accrue until 6 months after graduation, and you know, all these ideal situations, there wouldn't be any other options. Like, you wouldn't be overwhelmed trying to pick one because that would be the only one. So it's just, again, I'm sorry I can't give you like a specific lender to go with, but I hope this has helped you in some way, sort of set you on a better path to choosing a lender, and sort of just given you some things to think about. As always, if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below. I'm more than willing to do some research for you guys, because as always, I feel college should be accessible to everyone, and that is why I'm started this platform, because I'm trying to do that. So I hope this video helped you in some way, and I will see you in the next one.